The Blorenge is the most misunderstood of Abergavenny's hills. It isn't elegant like Sugar Loaf, it isn't dramatic like the Skirrid, it isn't quietly surprising like Bryn Arw. It's broad, flat-topped, a hill people rarely climb for beauty. That's because the Blorenge wasn't shaped to impress, it was shaped to work. However, at the end of Church Lane from Llanfoist, we walk through a tunnel of the Monmouthshire and BreconCanal, where we enter what feels like a magical world, as nature has claimed back this once industrial wharf. It's hard to imagine this hill fed furnaces, moved iron, powered industry, and helped build the town below it. But build it, it did. When you actually look closer, the landscape tells you a different story. Tramroad cuttings, old quarries, collapsed dry stone walls, the faint lines of inclines and haulage routes. This was once a hive of movement. Iron from Blorenge, coal from the pits, limestone from the quarries, all converging on this hillside. The Blorenge was a resource used, shaped, carved and engineered through intense human effort and turned into a machine. As the path rises, the industrial past becomes clearer. Here ran the Gardinris tramroad, a masterpiece of early engineering that wound around the hill to carry iron down to the canal at Llanfoist. Horse-drawn wagons rattled along this very line, their iron wheels cutting grooves into the stone. The inclined planes lowered heavy loads down the steep slopes. The canal boats waited below, ready to carry the valley's lifeblood east to west. Every movement, every sound, every spark of industry depended on this hill. The Blorenge wasn't just part of the landscape, it was part of the infrastructure.
Wonderful. What a successful day. Successful trip. There's a sheep over there with a little lamb, so I don't want to disturb those two. And a cute little lamb. Wow. I wonder if you could see that from here. Cutest little lamb. It's not completely white, it's got some brown on his back of his neck, brown tail, brown, light brown legs. Very cute. Okay. Well, there we are. 4 trigs all bagged. 3 Marilyns and 1 that wasn't a Marilyn that we've just done. But that was a trig. So good effort all round in this little trip that you achieved what you wanted to. And that was walk to the top of 4 very challenging hills. Yeah, very good. Time check. It is 6:10. Now, I have 3 hours to get to the station. Yeah, I've just taken 2 hours to get from the bottom of the hill to here. So, yeah, I don't know how long it's going to take from the bottom of the hill to the station. But it's going to be tight.
On the broad summit, the story widens. From up here you can see the whole industrial triangle. Glenavon's furnaces, the quarries, the tramroads, canal, the valley towns. The Blorenge supplied stone, provided routes. It shaped the transport network. It dictated where industry could grow. This hill didn't inspire poetry. It inspired engineering. It didn't give rise to legends. It gave rise to livelihoods. That makes it just as important, just in a different way. Dropping toward Landfoist, the story becomes more personal. The men who worked these slopes lived hard lives. Long hours, dangerous conditions, cold winters on exposed ground, families dependent on the ironworks and the canal. The Blorenge was their workplace, their daily climb, their source of income, and sometimes their source of injury or loss. The hill didn't just build a valley, it shaped the people who lived in it. Their stories are carved into the landscape as clearly as the tramroads and quarry faces. And looking back up at the Blorenge, its story is one of work, of movement, of industry, of a town built on the back of a hill. Sugar Loaf became iconic because people loved it. Bryn Arw rewards those who pay attention. The Skirrid broke and became a legend. But the Blorenge built things. It built industry. It built livelihoods. It built Abergavenny, a working hill, a quiet giant, a mountain that made everything move.